Welcome to Red Carpet Lux, your VIP pass to the hottest Hollywood news and exclusive celebrity stories. Washington, President Donald Trump on Monday directed a pause on U.S. assistance to Ukraine following a tense Oval Office meeting, increasing pressure on Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy to engage in peace talks with Russia. A White House official, speaking on condition of anonymity, stated that Trump is focused on securing a peace deal to end the ongoing war sparked by Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. The official added that the U.S. is pausing and reviewing its aid to ensure it contributes to a long-term resolution. This decision comes nearly 5 years after Trump previously withheld congressionally authorized assistance to Ukraine in 2019 while pressuring Zelenskyy to investigate Joe Biden, then a Democratic presidential candidate, an event that led to Trump's first impeachment. In the lead-up to his 2024 election victory, Trump pledged to swiftly end the war in Ukraine. However, his frustration with Zelenskyy has intensified. Despite this, Trump maintains confidence that Russian President Vladimir Putin can uphold peace if a truce is reached. On Monday, Trump criticized Zelenskyy for stating that the end of Russia's war against Ukraine is likely, still very, very far away. The remarks triggered an escalation in pressure from Trump allies, who are urging Zelenskyy to change his approach or step aside. The relationship between Trump and Zelenskyy reached a low point after last week's Oval Office meeting, during which Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance admonished Zelenskyy for what they perceived as a lack of gratitude for U.S. support since the war began in February 2022. Following the meeting, Trump reacted strongly to Zelenskyy's comments, posting on Truth Social. "This is the worst statement that could have been made by Zelenskyy, and America will not put up with it for much longer." Later that day, at a White House event, Trump referenced Zelenskyy's remarks, warning, "If somebody doesn't want to make a deal, I think that person won't be around very long. That person will not be listened to very long." Zelenskyy, while attempting to offer a positive outlook on U.S.-Ukraine relations, acknowledged that the conflict remains unresolved. When asked about a European-led initiative to end the war, he stated, "An agreement to end the war is still very, very far away, and no one has started all these steps yet." Trump, angered by the suggestion that peace negotiations would take time, lashed out again on social media. "It is what I was saying, this guy doesn't want there to be peace as long as he has America's backing." Probably not a great statement to have been made in terms of a show of strength against Russia. What are they thinking? Zelenskyy later responded indirectly, emphasizing on social media the urgency of diplomacy. "We need real peace, and Ukrainians want it most because the war ruins our cities and towns. We lose our people. We need to stop the war and guarantee security." Trump's national security advisor, Mike Waltz, expressed doubts about Zelenskyy's willingness to negotiate an end to the war, saying on Fox News, "Is he ready, personally, politically, to move his country towards an end to the fighting? And can he and will he make the compromises necessary?" House Speaker Mike Johnson reinforced the sentiment, stating that Zelenskyy needs to come to his senses and come back to the table in gratitude, or someone else needs to lead the country. Even Senator Lindsey Graham, a staunch supporter of Ukraine, suggested that Zelenskyy must either step down or change his approach. Angela Stent, a former national intelligence officer for Russia, suggested that Putin is in no rush to end the war. He is not interested in ending the war. He thinks Russia is winning. And he thinks that as time goes on, the West will be more fractured. During Zelenskyy's visit, U.S. and Ukrainian officials were expected to sign a deal granting the U.S. access to Ukraine's critical minerals as partial repayment for the $180 billion in aid provided by Washington since the war began. The agreement was also positioned as a long-term strategy to strengthen U.S.-Ukraine relations. However, after the Oval Office talks unraveled, White House officials canceled the signing and asked Zelenskyy's delegation to leave. Despite this, Trump remains hopeful about the economic pact, calling it a great deal and indicating he will address it in his upcoming speech to Congress. Representative Brian Fitzpatrick, a Pennsylvania Republican and co-chair of the Congressional Ukraine Caucus, spoke with Zelensky's chief of staff, Andriy Yermak, in an effort to salvage the deal. Following their discussion, Fitzpatrick expressed confidence that the deal will be signed in short order.